Backfires. Meghan Harry's website Hypocrisy just being called out. Proved Lili, Archie, their rented kids. Guys, there are a few things I want to make mention of. Now, this is getting absolutely serious, and we must address this right now, because these duplicitous duos, they're not going to stop at anything. What they're doing right now is a heist, the biggest heist in our time, in recent history, because they are robbing, they're stealing, they're using other people, they're trashing other people, and just so that they can make a name for themselves. So this is exactly what they're doing, these duplicitous duos, partners in crime. I want to actually make mention of a few things, but let's actually take a look at these photos and pictures, and then you'll know what I'm talking about. But before we move on, just to remind you, most of my viewers are not subscribed. If you're not subscribed, and if you're one of them not subscribed, consider subscribing. Let's take a look at this photo first. You can clearly see these duplicitous duos, they are big snobs. What you do not see in this picture is the actual footage. Believe it or not, they edited out. So if you take a look at this whole picture here, and BBC, they also mentioned similar thing that I also noticed, and they mention, what they mention is that in this picture there was a man standing right behind Meghan Markle, but you do not see that man here at all. Where is he? Where is he? He was blurred out by Meghan Markle. This is because this person was not important for Meghan Markle, so they kind of like, deleted him from the picture, which is, I find, very outrageous. But this is who they are, and this is how they roll. Number two, they worked 1 hour per week, but they still managed to say the office of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Prince Harry and Meghan, the office of what? The office of who? You don't even work 1 hour. I mean, they said 1 hour a week, but I doubt they even work 1 hour. But nevertheless, this is the office. So if you work in this office, you can be as lazy as you want. Oh no, not for yourself, but for them. They can be as lazy as they want, and still the office will be a representation of what they do, all their good things, their philanthropic work and all that. These are all lies. The office, like, it gives you the impression as if this office is so important, but in reality, they work only 1 hour per week. They have mentioned it on their text papers, right? Text papers. Now, the other thing that I also want to mention is Lili, Archie, they are barely being mentioned. If you go to the website and you click on Meghan or Harry's profile, what you do not see is mentioning of Lili and Archie the way you would expect, especially from parents who are still very new, because Archie is how many years now? 3-4 years. You expect these parents to mention and be proud of these two children, but there is barely any mentioning of Lili and Archie, which obviously raises the suspicion that we already have, whether these kids, they actually exist, or are they rented kids, these invisible kids, because the only time they mention about these children is at the very bottom of the website, of the very bottom of the page for both Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. And a lot of people would find it very interesting that we talk about the kids being so invisible and they are not real children. Number 4, title use continues for them. Take a look at the website. You will see that Meghan and Harry, they use the title not just for themselves, but also for the surrogate invisible children. If you go to the Meghan Markle's web page, you see here they clearly mentioned Meghan is in California, lives with her husband, their children, Prince Archie, Princess Lili. Why use these titles when you do not, that's my next point, when you do not mention much about the royal family? Now, this is what we also find very hypocritical. Number 5 point is that they use royal titles, but they do not mention about royals. Go to this website and you will see that there is absolutely no mentioning of any other royal family members in that page. Not even the king, not even the queen. I mean, come on. You could not mention anything about the queen. You had nothing to write about the queen. Really? You have no respect for her? You could not even just write one sentence about her, paying her respect, and, just mention a few things. At least one. but you will see if you go to this website, there's absolutely no mentioning of the royal family at all, any other family members. Number 6 point is Meghan's not mentioning of her in the UK. Now, obviously, if you go to the Meghan's page, you will see no mentioning of her time in UK. I mean, UK is the time, UK is the place. The monarchy was the institution that gave her everything that she has right now. Because without the monarchy providing her support and accepting her into the family fold, she would be today nobody. I mean, still she is nobody, but nobody would even know her name. She was an actress mattress in Suits in the show, and that's about it. But what Meghan did not mention anything about her time with the monarchy, and not only that, she actually snubbed them, becoming very, very ungrateful. This is the person you do not want to associate yourself with, because this lady, this individual, she does not give thanks to anybody other than herself. She thanks herself for marrying Prince Harry. This is how she will tell you if you go and interview her and you talk to her. This is something that I find to be very, very, these are the points I find interesting. Now, here's the thing, guys. Lili and Archie, they're not being mentioned. Okay, I understand that. They did not even bother to mention anything about Doria Ragland, Meghan Markle's mother. Why she left her out too? Well, we know that Doria lives with them in Montecito. We have seen many, many pictures, Doria with the children. Why you leave her out? Well, you know why? Because it would not look good on the picture. You know, Meghan is a racist. I mean, this is a person who is absolutely racist. So because Doria, because of her color, she did not really want to make mention of Doria, let alone post a picture of Doria at all. And so this is another thing that I find to be very, very disturbing about these duplicitous duos. They're up to no good. This website they're using it for business purposes, even though they mention about all their philanthropic work and this and that. But this website is for their business purposes. Make no mistake. Now, a lot of people are calling them out. Now, this is the first time I want to make this point. This is the first time I have seen mainstream media, they're making headlines about this particular website, and all for the wrong reason. Because Meghan Markle, in the past, whenever she would do something, talk about project, it will only come to news outlet like Page 6, maybe GB News will broadcast that, and that's about it. But this one, this, hypocrisy, their heist of the royal family is being highlighted in every mainstream media. They're being called out. And Tom Bauer, I mean, he is going to come to one of the shows and he's going to tell us even more. But guys, this is making headlines, and the reason we need to be very, very careful and pay attention to what they're doing is because this is not going to end. They are now going to be, Meghan Markle is, she signed up with another podcast. I do not know what that podcast will be, but I'll make mention of that and explain with all the details in a separate videos. Guys, thank you so much for joining in. I will see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day.